Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen. Let's cook Sunday dinner. So I have a almost 4-pound pork loin. This is not a tenderloin, this is a loin. And I've lined my baking dish with aluminum foil, sprayed it with a little bit of cooking spray. Now we're gonna season it up. I'm gonna put a little bit of soy sauce on it. I've washed it and patted it dry. Now, you can use any sort of seasoning you like on this. Rub your soy sauce around. All right. You can make up your own spice blend. You can use something already pre-made. Today, I'm going to use something already pre-made. I'm going to use a $1 million rub. I bought this. It's Old Hickory's $1 million rub. I bought it on the internet, and I really like it. I'm going to use it today because there's a little bit of a sweetness to it, and I kind of want that on my pork. So we're going to generously sprinkle. And rub it all over our pork. And we're going to flip it over. And do the other side. Now, if you will notice, this side has a fat cap on top. And that's what we want to be facing upward. Now, there wasn't enough fat on here that I felt like I needed to trim any. So I just took it out of the package, washed it, and I'm using it as is. So there we are, all seasoned up. We're going to put this in 400, sorry, washing my hands. We're going to put this in a 425 degree oven for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we're going to cut the temperature down to 375 and bake it for about another hour, hour and a half until it's done. This one still has a little bit, it's still a little bit frozen inside. I was kind of late taking it out of the freezer today. So I'm going to have to just after an hour, just really watch it and take the temperature of it. But for right now, we're just concerned about the 425. So my oven's heated, and I'll be right back after 15 minutes. Okay, guys, it's been 15 minutes, and I pulled the roast out just to show you. See how it's getting bubbly on top? We're not covering this. Just let it cook without a cover. Now, I'm going to put it back in the oven. Just slide it back in. I'm going to turn the temperature down to 375. So we're going to do that. And we're going to leave it in there for about 45 minutes to an hour. And I will come back and check it. It's been 45 minutes in the 375 degree oven. So I pulled our pork loin out, and now let's see what the internal temperature is. We need 145 degrees, so let's go in here at the thickest part. Oh yes, we're well over 145. So what I'm going to do now is just tint a piece of foil over it and set it aside while we finish the rest of our dinner. I was going to make roasted potatoes, but I decided kind of at the last minute to make mashed potatoes. So I peeled my potatoes and I have them in cold water. I'm going to add some salt to the water. And now I'm going to add in a couple of cloves of garlic, just whole cloves. I'm not going to bother with chopping them or anything like that because they're going to cook. These are actually small, so let me see what I need to do here. They're going to cook until they're soft. Just going to drop those right in. And I've got 4 here, but they're small, so you choose the amount you're going to add. And when you mash your potatoes, the garlic cloves will just mash right up with them. Not a problem. So we're going to boil our potatoes until they're fork tender. And then we'll come back and make mashed potatoes. Our potatoes have been boiled. They're fork tender. I drain them, put them back in the pot. I set the pot back on the eye that I had turned off and just let them sit for a few minutes so that the steam, some of the water could come out of the potatoes. You'll hear them kind of sizzling a little bit. So that happens when you put them back on the eye, turn the eye off, and then set your potatoes back on it for a couple minutes. Okay, now I'm going to add some butter. And I'm going to get my little smasher here. And remember, our garlic cloves are in there. Just give these a good mash. All right, now, I put this in a pitcher because I needed to warm it up, but this is buttermilk. And just add until you get the consistency that you want. It's just whole buttermilk. Okay, I'm gonna keep mashing here. And then we'll come back and see what they look like. Here's our pork loin that's been resting for a few minutes. So we're just going to start slicing. And I'm not slicing really thick pieces. But see how juicy that is? It has the nice crust on it from starting it out at high heat. All right, I think that's all I'm gonna slice for now. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. Can you see that? And the smell is wonderful. The soy sauce just gives it a great flavor and smell, and really adds a lot of depth to it. So hang on just a second, and I'm going to plate up my dinner. And here we go, fluffy mashed potatoes, Parmesan cheesy garlic, and pork loin. So that's our Sunday dinner. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. If you're not already, please consider sharing this with your friends. I'm on Facebook at Mimi the HouseHobbit, where I'll have the written instructions as well as the video. If you could go there and follow and like and share, push it out there for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope you've had a great day. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Go cook you something good, and we'll talk tomorrow. Bye-bye.